Have you ever wanted to take on a challenge or a goal or a dream that you've had personally or professionally, but either you didn't start it or you did start it and you gave up along the way? If you said yes to any of those questions, then this video is for you. Be sure to watch it right to the end. You're in the right place. My name is Duke Ferguson. I'm a certified professional dog trainer and high-performance coach. I work with professional dog trainers and canine professionals all over the world, coaching them online or training and coaching them at my school here in Prince Rhode Island. As a NaPoPo Gold Multiplicator trainer and coach, one of the things that we talk about a lot is ignition. And one of the ways that I've learned about ignition was through an analogy of cooking spaghetti with boiling water. It was taught to me by Bart and Michael Bellen. I'm going to teach you in this video the same analogy using cooking, boiling hot water, but since I'm on Prince Edward Island, we're going to use lobsters. And I hope I didn't butcher it too bad and that it lands on you and has the same impact that it has for me and that you get a good aha as well. And as a certified high-performance coach, I have tools that I use with pro trainers to help them predict their success rates. Now there's 10 of those. In this video, I'm going to give you a small handful. So it's really good to bust out a journal and pen as you watch this video. Okay, so it's graduation for the students and we're going to boil lobsters. So the problem is it's cold and rainy outside and the water's cold. So the first thing I need to do is to get ignition and I got to then get some fuel. So sorry guys, it's going to take a few minutes. I'm not sure how long because the water's cold. So patience, and thank you for your patience. We're just not ready yet. I'll get it going. It takes a little time. Patience. There we go. So we have ignition. The problem is the water now has to heat up. How long is it going to take? I'm outside in the cold. I don't know. I should probably get something to help me. Maybe another tool. Oh, hey, and speaking of tools, and I know you know exactly what I'm about to ask you. I'd appreciate it. Give me a little thumbs up, click the notification or the subscribe type thing. And those are great tools to help you better your situation in life by getting good content. And it helps me help you. Good tools to have. Use them. This looks like a good tool. Add a little pressure so she'll heat up. Okay, let's talk about tools for just a second. One of the predictors for your success is actually called resource availability. Okay, these are tools, but not just tools. The question is, do you have the resources that you need to pursue your goals, to accomplish your dream? Whatever it's training your dog is what the topic we're on here, but it could be anything. All right, so is it tools? Is it the assets? Is it the finances? Is it the coaching, the support, the education? Like, what is it that's resources that you may or may not have available? Those are things you want to think about because sometimes we're overwhelmed, we just go through it and we're kind of stuck because of these resources and we stop being resourceful. And when we're stop being resourceful, then we often either don't start or we quit. And we make excuses, and that's why we quit or we don't start. Keep in mind, that is very powerful. So if resource availability resonates with you and you found yourself not starting or quitting or making some excuse, then my challenge to you is this. What can you do right now to start gathering the resources to prepare for your journey, your struggle, your challenge, to take on that goal or project that you want or need? Your dog needs you for this. So what resources? You don't have to invest it all right away. Maybe you don't have the money right away. Maybe you don't have the coaching. Reach out. Little tip. Talk to the coaches. Interview the trainers. Save some money. If you're not sure how, one of the best ways is cut back a little bit on the amount of times you go through Tim Hortons or Starbucks. That's what I do. Plan for it. That's being resourceful. So what can you do? I challenge you to be more resourceful if this resonated. They're going to ask me how long is it going to take to eat, and I'll say, I don't know, it's only warm. You can't boil lobsters with no boiling water. You know, it's trying to like train a dog with positive training when they're not hungry, they have no ignition, they don't want your food yet, and we jam them with food all the time, right? So I want to eat, but I got to get things prepared to cook, and I got to do some work to get my result, what I want. Dogs shouldn't do the same. They should have not for free any food. They should do something to get something. Kind of like the fox and the coyote, the hawk, the eagle. We all got to wake up with some sort of desire, ignition, and go after your dreams. A lot of us don't have dreams. We're just going through the motions. I'm here. We're reactive. We're training ourselves to be reactive with Facebook and Instagram. Judge, 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 react. You get off that, work your dog, make them hungry. You don't have to do all the work. But the dog's not going to eat if they're not hungry. I can't cook these lobsters to feed these guys if the water's cold. So the next predictor to your success is what we call intrinsic value. Now that's not money or fame, that's more external. What I'm talking is more internal things that are important to you. See, people do things to get a tangible result, and same as dogs, right? So you got to ask yourself, is this dream or this goal or this task that you're going to do, is it going to help you achieve something of value that's important to you inside? Like, is it something that you would pursue even if you're not going to make money or to get praise? Something you just love. That's intrinsic value. So sometimes we say things we want, but we don't want it bad enough to go and get it, right? Or to start, or we quit. So one tip that will help you with this to gain more understanding of intrinsic value so that you will succeed in your goals is not the question of how bad you want it, but why is this important? Why are you doing it? What are all of the things you're going to get from this, feeling-wise, that you wouldn't need money for or any of that stuff, right? So that you can gain a deeper connection and understand your bigger why. That will help you succeed through. We're going to take some lobsters that were on ice, so they're cold. We're going to cook them. Stick my fingers in there. We're not cooking lobsters. Not yet. Not ready yet. Get the water boiling, then we start to cook. Then it takes no time at all. Two more predictors of your success, whether you will proceed in accomplishing your goals or dreams or not, is delay time and another thing called bandwidth belief. So delay time, basically it's a very simple reason why a lot of people quit or they won't start a goal or a dream, is because they believe that the time of when they start and going through the motions and working at the time of where they're going to get paid is just too long. So there's a lot of delay time without reward. And hey, a lot of dogs, if they're not getting paid and you're using positive training, especially if they don't want it, but if they do want it and you're making the tasks too large, too hard, well, they'll give up and stop trying as well because of delay time. So a story in that is sometimes when we're telling you get the dog hungry and motivated and willing to work, and we have emotion of some sort and we won't actually follow suit the directions, not all those do, we spend more time in the delay through breakthroughs. The dog's not hungry enough and we have to wait and wait. And then I've seen it where we struggle emotionally because of us, of what we're not doing. And then we get frustrated or we'll quit. It's awesome to have big goals, big dreams. I actually encourage all of my students and clients to dream big. The thing is, the payoff better be good. And some of the projects, when it's in business or your own personal development, or hey, training your dog behaviorally, like life is what shapes us. And life is a process. And relationships and transformation is a process. You cannot deny this. So patience and grace is very important. But what you're going to need if delay time is an issue is looking for quick wins. You got to look for the things that you're wanting to break through and focus on that. Don't focus on the end goal. A lot of people go through and hate the journey, and they could have enjoyed all the little moments of the journey. So look for quick wins. Break your projects down into small successions. If you need help with that, reach out and let us know. The other thing is what we call bandwidth. Now, bandwidth is a time issue, but it's not delay time. It's the fact of saying, that's a belief to say, I just don't have time. I would really like to do this, but I don't have time to do this. That's a false belief, if you really believe it or not. And here's where I'll share with you that information. If you have a dream or a goal and you're saying to yourself, I don't have time to do that, my plate is full, or I hear this all the time. People come in and they go through lesson 1, they come back for lesson 2, and they're like, oh, I didn't have time to do my homework. Are you kidding me? So why are we here? Right? So you have more time than you actually think. This bandwidth is a false belief unless you don't have a schedule or you're jammed full. Here's what happens. When your plate gets full, which I understand that one, you often start scratching off your dreams and your goals first instead of the busyness of the day, because you're looking for quick wins, right? But it's not your actual life goals. It's not the priority things. So instead of training the dog, you did the dishes, or you swept the driveway, or you cleaned your garage for some reason, right? So if the goal is a priority, then don't let anything get in the way of your goal and your dreams. Work on those things first. So here's a tip if you have the belief of, I don't have time. Are you ready? You might not like this, but this is going to help you. Haul out your phone right now and check your apps, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, the other ones, and see how much time throughout each day that you go on those. So if you said, I don't have time, you got time. The average American, North American, watches about 4 hours of television. That's a stat. That's television stat. I don't know about the rest of the stuff, but I can tell you it's about a work week or 13 years of your life that you're sitting on a boob tube. So when you don't have time to, and you feel your bandwidth, is too tight, you don't have any time, that's a false belief. So the first thing I would highly recommend that you do is to sit down and say to yourself, where am I actually spending my time? Take inventory of that. Just literally block the time. And that's a word that I'm going to use again. Block the time. Everybody's got these phones that are supposed to help us, but they distract us a lot. There's the thing called a calendar in there that you can block some time to make sure you're going after your goals. Because if it is a priority in your life, what are you letting get in the way? You should let nothing get in the way of your dreams and your goals. It's time to take back your time and spend it on things that actually matter. All right, let me see. What do we got here? Let's release some of this pressure. Oh, we're losing heat. It's cold outside. Lukewarm. Yeah? No, the water's just lukewarm, but it is heating up. Patience. All right. Patience. Takes time. We got some good fire. Ah, that's good and hot, but it's not boiling. We're close. Hey, Duke. Yeah? You're getting hungry. No, we can't eat yet. That's hot water. Patience. Okay. Soon. It's been like a half an hour. It's almost like 3 weeks for everybody who's hungry. Is it? Yes, we have boiling water. We have boiling water. Thank the Lord. Hey, dude. Yeah? Is dinner ready yet? It's not ready yet, but guess what? The water is boiling hot. We can now start to cook. All right, fellas, it's time to go. The water is boiling. The last predictor for your success that I want to share with you is social support. Think about this. This is a powerful one. If you don't feel that you have the support, whether it's your team, whether it's your friends, your family, your spouse, to support you in your goals and your dreams, then you're going to be less motivated to start. It's going to be really hard to push the goal forward to get success and momentum, especially if you fear rejection, judgment, and all those other nasty things that always comes into our head. I don't know about you, but I'm a human and I've experienced that as well. I think a lot of times when clients I look at go home after having a lesson and getting new tools and new insights, but then seeing the judgment of the world in this dog training industry about how everybody points to tools and methods. And hey, I've been using food down on the boardwalk before and had people bash me because I'm bribing my dog. And then at the same time, I've had people walk by and give me crap because I'm using like a remote collar as well. Don't worry about that stuff, okay? The thing is, to combat all of those things is you want to get a tribe. of like-minded people. So you either go and find or start your own support group or your own tribe. And if you don't want to start your own tribe, then no problem. Join me in UPX. It's exactly why I started the Unleash Potential Experience community. It's a community of like-minded individuals who are sick and tired of the toxicity of the world and going at it alone, and the negativity in the social media. And it's a very safe environment. It's a very growth-minded environment, a community. We support each other, we share, we celebrate wins, we go through the struggles. I show up live every 2 weeks, my other trainers, we coach, and there's video courses and challenges. So if it's dog training and you're at it alone, don't go at it alone. Join me, join my crew, and if not, find another one that is going to be like-minded for you, or another project, or whatever it is. If it's not training dogs, something that's going to support you on your journey where you have social support. Lobster ready yet? 1 second. The lobster's red and ready. Woo-hoo! 10 minutes on dot. When the water's boiling. When the water's hot and it's boiling, you can cook, and now you have time and you can get progress, just like that. It's like your dog, though, if positive training, and you're trying to train your dog with positive rewards, but they're not that hungry. Sometimes you have to have patience and do some things that you need to do, maybe a budget with the food, not free food, a little bit less. We all eat a little too much and you could use a few pounds less. But once the water's hot, once your dog is got ignition, motivated enough for what you have, now you're cooking. Thank you for watching, and I hope you got great value from this video. If you'd like more information on UPX community, the coaching and training community, or other ways of how we can serve you, I'll provide all helpful links in the description below. Be sure to check that out before you go, including my free video series. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.